Morning, everyone. It is Jennifer, and today is Wednesday already. So I didn't go live last night. I was super tired, so I thought I would go ahead and do a live look today. It's almost 11, and Bella and I are getting ready to go pick up my mom, and we're going to go into town and just run some small errands. I have some shipping I have to drop off at the mailbox store in town, and I have to go to Publix and get some lunch meat, but I'm just going to order it. And I don't know if there's anything else. Oh, I have to stop at where the kids have, like where you pick up lunch and stuff for the kids. Well, we live about 30 minutes from Sienna and Bella's school. So on Wednesdays, they have the work for the rest of the week that you can pick up at those locations. So on Wednesday from 11 to 12, I can go pick up Sienna's work because she's in pre-K, so it's a lot different. And like they just watch YouTube videos, and oh, those are really cool. Bella's showing me some things online that are similar to, this case is broken, but this really cool thing I found at TJ Maxx, I think. It looks like a chocolate bar, but it's makeup. And
there are other different ones on there, and they have different colors there. They're really, really pretty.
Look at all those fun colors. Now, what this can give you the opportunity to do is look at the palettes that you have already, that you like the colors, or maybe don't like the colors. That way you know what not to order. But look at your palettes that you have, and that way if you want mattes, or if you want glitter or whatever, you also know that whenever you go to order your palettes, and then your little pressed eyeshadows that go in them. And so this is actually a MAC palette, but it'll kind of give you an idea. We have
if you look up,
where's the quad palette?
Where's the quad palette? Probably still in here.
Anyways, so Younique has the quad palette, so you have 4 that you're able to do, and that's the long one that we have looked at, that's in the beauty box. And is it in here?
No, I don't think so. Where did it go? Did we leave it at Nana's?
Oh, you know what? I was looking for the wrong one. Okay, so this is the quad palette, right? So whenever ooh, I just dug my nail into that. That wasn't smart.
No, it wasn't.
So this is the quad palette that comes in the box. And sorry, I just took a big gouge out of it with my finger. But that's the one that has gentle, slick, agile, and gifted in it. Those are the colors. And then we also have the option for an 8 palette. So you can choose 8 colors to put in there. And then we have a 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is like a 15 dot. Again, these are from MAC. But this is very similar to what you would be getting if you ordered it through Younique. So that gives you an idea if you're going to buy a bigger palette. I like this one has a lot of pinks and purples and beiges and stuff like that. And then whenever my other palette that I have, now these I've had for a really long time, but this has all of my blues and greens and teals and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I separate my palettes whenever I do them. Obviously, you can separate them or put them together, build them however you'd like. That's just what I find works for me. So, okay. So what I did is I just used one of our makeup wipes and just wiped my face. Now this does not leave your face, you can see, does not leave your face dry or oily. It just leaves it nicely moisturized, and it has that same scent, the same cucumber scent as the cucumber toning spritz. So it has that real light, just very clean smell. So that's what you're getting. Now, whenever you do that in the morning, don't throw this away, okay? Don't throw it away until you're done doing your look for the day, because it will stay moist the whole time that you're doing your makeup. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my face primer, and I ordered my Younique primer, but I haven't gotten it yet. So currently I use Milani and I use CoverGirl. I like the CoverGirl better than the Milani. The Milani is much more expensive. And I also have the Milani Make It Last. Bella's talking too much over me. Make It Last setting spray. And but today we're going to use the setting powder. So, and sometimes even if I do use the setting powder, I go over it and after everything is all dry and whatever, and then do a spritz of the setting spray anyhow. But the April Kudos, remember that ends tomorrow. Tomorrow is April 30th. So if you want to get in on the foundation trio, please go over to the April Kudos through my link of my website. It'll be down below in the comments. And if you want me to go ahead and set you up a cart, just let me know. Direct message me through Facebook or text me, call me, email me, however you guys feel comfortable reaching out, and we'll get that going for you. And then also there is a subscription you can get. So let's not scare everybody whenever I say subscription. People always get nervous with that. But essentially what it is see, I'm like almost totally out of that. So I need that order to come soon, which I'm sure it will. But now I'm not going to put this on my eyelids because I'm going to use my eye shadow primer for that. So I'm just going to wipe this on gently under my, there really wasn't enough in here for me to do my whole face very well, but anyhow. And then your neck, make sure you go up, 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 up. We're pulling it down, we're making more wrinkles. And if you're anything like me, you do not need any more wrinkles because Botox is expensive, facelifts are expensive, and while I don't like going underneath the knife, definitely not scared to do it. But I like to wait until, you know, I'm as old as I need to be. So anyhow, all right, and then see, just you keep this makeup wipe right next to you. Just wipe your hands off while you're doing it. I'm gonna adjust this just a little bit. Okay, so I don't know when it cut out, but I have two different colors of foundation right now because I'm going from winter into spring. So I don't have a lot of color right now, but I have been outside a little bit. So all I'm doing is taking the end of a brush that's clean and mixing those together, okay? And now just, if you're not used to doing this, just make sure that you kind of keep yourself aware that this is on your hand, and always do it on your opposite hand that you are dominant. So I'm dominant on my right side, so I always put it on my left hand. Okay, and then with your beauty buds that you can order, there's a pink and a purple beauty buds that comes in a little container. So those are perfect for doing your foundation, your concealer, your touch-up, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna go in here. Now, I used to actually put all the foundation in my, here I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm just kind of pouncing on it so I can get it loaded up into my thing. So I used to just put the foundation in my hands and like rub it together like I was putting lotion on my face. And I would wipe it all over my face. But it was streaky, it was very inconsistent, and then there was always a ton of product on my hand that I then had to wash off, all between my fingers and all that kind of stuff. We talked the other day about scars and whatever, so wherever your scars are, you know, if you need any advice on how to better cover them up, or make them less noticeable, just give me a shout out, because I have a lot of scars and a lot of them are very visible. So I have kind of gone through a few different things of how to, so that scar on a few different ways of how to cover up scarring pretty well without it really looking like that. So I have that big one right here, and then you can see through here how it looks like it's thin whenever it's really not. The hair products I use are really amazing, and if anybody knows me, I haven't had long hair since Tyler was born, and he's 18 and a half. So I have these big scars that run down my head. They're big, deep scars. And then I have, there's 3 of them total on this side. So anyhow, if you guys need any assistance with how to try to cover those up with, well, on your hair, there's a few different tricks that I have for covering those up. But if you have any on your skin, just let me know, and we can look at it and try to figure out what will work best for you. So let me just look in my other mirror real quick.
You look so weird on the camera.
Why?
Because when you look in the mirror, it looks like you're like an oval. I don't know why.
Okay, so I think, Bella, will you go get the other phone and call Grammy and tell her that?
Oh, I already told her. I texted her.
Well, no, did she respond to the text?
I don't think so.
Okay, well then she didn't really open it and read it. She doesn't.
Where's your phone?
Right there on the end of the bureau that's right here, next to my closet door, at the end of that piece of furniture. Okay, so here we go. Just let her know we'll probably be there in like at 11:30. Okay, so we have our liquid foundation on. What I'm gonna do is grab my eye primer. Like my shirt, I did a Mud Girl run with my husband's company, with Pinnacle Site Solutions, and we did that back in February. It was freezing cold. I think whenever we got out to the Equestrian Center out in Jacksonville, it was 41 degrees, and it was a 5K, but it was a mud obstacle race. We were going through like big, huge things of mud and water, and actually it was super duper fun. But
really cold.
But it was freezing. So I was happy whenever, well, I mean, honestly, it's the first time I've ever done anything like that. So I was really proud of myself, first of all. And then secondly, it was just so much fun. I had so much fun. And then they were having another one down in Ocala, which is just maybe an hour and a half south of me, and they had to cancel it. They were having it in April, and of course, because of COVID, they had to cancel it. But last night, I saw that they had reposted the event. Now, I didn't open it, but because I got sidetracked to do something else. But I'm hoping that they're rescheduling it for sometime soon, because I had a lot of fun. So hopefully some of you ladies can join me. And Samantha, if you're watching, hopefully we can go out there and do it again. So anyways, all right. So what we're going to do is put on some eyeshadow. So I put my primer on, and it's dry. So we can go ahead and start our mascara. I'm sorry, our eye makeup. So I'm actually going to, what are we going to do today? Should we do pinks?
Yes, I think so. I don't know.
I'm going to do a combination. So I'm going to use at least one out of here. I'm thinking this bright one since I have pink on today. And then I'm going to use some different colors from here. But again, we have the majority of colors like this available. So any of them that you like, just let me know and we can go online and kind of cross-reference them and figure out which one is best for it. Bella, do you know where the tape went?
The tape is up there. By there. Oh, no, it's not. I put it over here.
She has a tendency of taking my things and not putting them back. Okay.
Did you just talk about me?
I did. I did. I said
I knew it.
she has a tendency of taking my things and not putting them back.
I heard not putting them back. That's all I heard.
So we talked about the tape the other day, going from the corner of your eye out to the corner of your eyebrow. And then...
I love that technique. Because then it gets like a really clean edge.
Yes. It's a clean edge, but sometimes it's too sharp of an edge. And you kind of have to blend it, but...
And sometimes when I don't use the tape, I get an edge, but it's not that sharp. And when I don't want an edge, I have to like buff it out.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So first I'm going to move my eyebrows up and away from my eyelid so I don't get anything on them by mistake. And remember, if you've done your foundation like me, you're still holding your hand kind of like on your leg or on the table or whatever, so you can dip back into your foundation should you need to.
Imagine people that already watched that part already got foundation on their clothes. Jennifer, yeah. You should have told me sooner.
Yeah, don't get it on your clothes. Okay. So, I'm trying to figure out which color I want to do.
I'm showing you.
I need you to go blow dry your hair upstairs or something and give me a break.
Okay, well, let me grab my brush.
Okay, so first I'm going to do my highlight at the above. Now the fluffy crease brush, which is not this brush, but very similar, is the one that comes in your beauty box. So again, that's 18 products, full-size products plus some samples for $99. So we need to get you in on that as soon as possible. Plus you get $25 Y cash to spend later on. So you're already saving a ton of money. And then you have the ability to make some money off of that if you want, or you have the ability to just use the products that come in it, which are fantastic. Gift them, some of them if you want to, because Mother's Day is the 10th. So let's not forget about our mommies. Okay, so I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do this matte cream color. Can you see how it's a matte? Okay, now I have a sparkly cream at the other side, but I'm gonna do the matte. So, and again, get your extra product off, and then I'm gonna come in right below my eyebrows and put that light color in there first. Okay, so there's that one. Let's go to the other side. So I'm assuming either tonight or tomorrow, Bella will be our guest star in one of our live videos, because she's been really begging to do one, but with me trying to introduce all of you guys to my new little venture and what have you, I just haven't been able to have her a part of it yet. So probably tonight if I do a live, or whenever I do one tomorrow, I'll definitely have her on there, because she has a lot of good tips and tricks. Okay, so let's remember from my other videos, we're gonna take our makeup matte right? Makeup mat. And we're gonna take what we just used, and I'm gonna do it on a clean part so you can see. And look at that. Get all that color out of there. And then you come down here, look. There's hardly anything left in it. Now let's go to a bare spot. Nothing left in it. How cool is that? Well, I mean, hey, trace, but still, okay? So what's full of makeup? Next time, whatever. So this little bit that you're seeing in the camera, it looks like a lot, this over here, but literally I can barely see it on my makeup mat. So get yourself a makeup mat, get yourself a makeup mat, get yourself two if you need to. Because the reason I didn't do a live yesterday is I was tired, but I also threw my makeup mat in the washing machine. And I don't like taking my brushes after I put stuff on them and wiping them onto a washcloth, unless I'm at a hotel. Then it's white, they're gonna bleach it, it doesn't matter. But otherwise, I just don't really care for doing that. So I sway away from it. Okay. So now we're gonna come in with with Gifted. I think you guys have realized by now that the quad palette Gifted is my favorite. So I'm just gonna load up my brush, tap off any excess, and then come in from the side and then up against that brow bone, okay? See? Up against the brow bone and then come in, okay? Load up again. Start from the corner where your crease is and then come across. You want to make sure that they're pretty symmetrical because it'll trick you. Okay, I think we're pretty symmetrical. And then come up here a little bit with some more and come across here a little bit to match them. Okay, so do we match? I think so, a little bit here. But again, this is all gonna blend. We're gonna put other colors on here for this to blend, so no worries there. It's actually a really beautiful color. I think that my lights might be making it a little hot pink, but it's a really gorgeous, I love, love, love this palette. So, and whenever I say there's 18 full-size products, this is 5 of them, okay? That's how I'm kind of considering this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your palette. Anyhow, just as a FYI. Okay. Then let me get another brush. And again, whenever I pick up my brush, I just automatically wipe it on my makeup mat just to make sure that there's no color in it. That way I don't accidentally get some on my eye and not be happy with it. Let's see, Bella laid out all these colors for me and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. What I'm looking at right now is my MAC palette. And let me look, see what's gonna look right with this. Okay, so I'm gonna take this color right here. You guys can see it, which, come to think of it, it's very similar to Slick. Very similar to Slick, which is the third one down, but this has a lot more rose in it than the Slick does. The Slick has a lot more of the taupe colors, whereas this has a lot more of the rose. So I'm just gonna go into that and come into the center, and then I start blending back. So I don't want to take away that nice bold color back here. I just want to blend into it whenever it starts right here. So now you can see the difference. So look, this one, and then look at that one. See how we've blended already? So if you guys are scared of blending, scared of putting more than one color on, don't be. I have so many people
calling me and messaging me and stuff like that with regards to the makeup. And they're like, oh, Jennifer, we've always loved your makeup. You're just so good at what you do. I wish I could do it like you and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, believe me, I didn't used to know how to do makeup, and I still, all the techniques and stuff that they're coming out with, I don't know how to do that stuff. Melissa, my sister that passed away, next month will be 6 years ago. We had this saying that we always said and we stood by it, which was fake it till you make it. So, believe me, you can learn how to do this stuff and learn how to put on your colors. And I don't know how to do contour. No clue, but that's okay. We're going to learn it together in a couple of weeks, maybe next week. I don't know. I may be pushing myself a little bit. Okay, now I want to come in with a lighter color here, but very similar. So I think, and I want to do a matte. So I think I'm going to come in with this color up here, which is like a dusty rose, and it's matte. So let's go in right here. Now look at that. Can you guys see how nice that blended together? And y'all just watch me do it. It's not difficult, okay? Now they're all blended. Now if you don't want this that hard, with the product you still have left in your brush of this lighter matte color, come in and kind of pull that a little bit. And that'll tone that down a little bit, okay? So see the difference? So this is just adding that one other color that we just did, which is this light dusty rose color, okay? We added that right here, and then we pulled this way to blend, not all the way across, just pulled it into the next one a little bit, and then with the product we had left over, we just softened that pink, okay? In fact, I think I'm gonna take a little bit more, soften it just a little bit more. You don't wanna do it too much because you'll really tone down that pink color back there to where it's not even noticeable that it's a really beautiful, bright, fun color. Now you'll see I'm not going up into this highlight line that I already put in there. So essentially what I did was kind of put like a base highlighter in there. And then I'm gonna come in a little bit and lighten that up. Okay, so I think we're good on our eyes. Okay. Guys, I really appreciate you watching my video and listening to me ramble on and babble about things in my life. It's nice to be able to have an outlet like this. I know a lot of people don't like going live and always see they have some self-esteem issues, which, honey, we all have self-esteem issues. We seriously all have self-esteem issues. And but you can't just live your life kind of in a hole. Why am I putting lipstick on right now? I have no idea, because I really don't have a routine. I think this is this Westmore Beauty? Tarte. It's Tarte Lip Sculptor, and this is a lipstick and lip gloss. So this is Trinket, the color Trinket. It's a little, I'm just gonna do that. And then come up and okay, there's that. Kind of goes together. You know what? It's a lot. See how bright it looks? It's a lot. It's not as crazy bright in person, I'll be honest with you. Okay, so now what are we doing? Oh, brow. Okay, so We're just going to pull our brows up, right? Get them into the position that you like, you feel comfortable with. Okay, so that's what I've done. And over here, I kind of have to work around this scar, but that's okay. That's okay. Even if you have a scar, my mom has a scar that comes through her eyebrow. So, you know, just work with it, you know. All right, let's see. Okay, now I'm gonna take our Brow Obsession palette, and I think today I'm gonna use number 1. Let's see how that does, because lately it's been a little dark because I colored my hair maybe like, I don't even know, 2 weeks ago. And so because I color my hair so dark, it lightens pretty, well, not quickly, but it starts to lighten. And whenever I first do it, I use really, really dark colors. And then as it fades out, I adjust my eyebrow accordingly. That way, you know, I don't have black eyebrows and and you know, red hair, because it always fades to like a reddish color, because my hair is naturally like a mousy brown, and I just don't care for it. So I do color it, and I have to color anyhow because I have, there goes our tape. See our clean line there? Look at that, isn't that nice? That's a nice clean line. Okay. So there's that. Now let's do the other side so you guys can see. I'm gonna do the other brow, then I'm gonna put a little bit more of our highlight underneath. I'm gonna do some blush, some setting powder, some illuminizer, and then we'll be done. So if I wasn't sitting here talking to you guys and like explaining everything, it would not take long. Most of you are like, I do not have 30 minutes to sit in front of a mirror and do my makeup, either before work or because of kids or because of just you're so busy, you know, time constraints. And I get that. Believe me, there are many, many days, many, I would say the majority of days, that I go without makeup. So don't forget though that, you know, there's skincare and all kinds of stuff that even though you don't wear makeup, you still have to take care of yourself, okay? We still have to self-care. That's one big thing that they've been talking about. See, I did it again. So the other day, remember, it was too wide over here, and I did the same thing again. So we're just gonna take our makeup wipe, and you can see it still has stuff in it. And I'm just going to take my nail, whoops, kind of put it in there like this, and then go up and around. Okay. And then it looks like it's way too wide right here too. Now remember, if you're wiping off any of your foundation like I am, we've still got it on our hand. Okay, so I think that that looks pretty good. I'm just going to touch it just a little bit more, which will probably prove to be a bad thing, but you know, people just can't leave things alone. Like, okay, is it not good enough? That's me. I just can't leave well enough alone. That's the saying. Can't leave well enough alone. I surely can't. I am that person. Okay, so I'm just looking to see that this side over here is real defined and this isn't. So I'm going to come in here and define this edge real quick, which is not wanting to. At least in my mirror, it doesn't look like it wants to. So in the brow palette, there is we've talked about it, the number 4, number 5, the yellow and pink, and those are some things I have to just learn how to do. So okay, Now we're pulling off, and look, we have nice, really, really straight lines. So if you guys want to blend them and soften them on the edges, I'll show you in just a second how to do that, because I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the brush that I had this last color on and just come up a little bit and just soften that. Okay. I gotta get going. All right. Now I'm gonna clean all this up in a minute. Okay, so clean off your brush. Put your brush back where it goes. And then I need to do that highlight. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna take the powder luminizer that came in our beauty box. The color is Benevolent, and I'm going to use that to highlight underneath my brow a little bit more. So I am going to take a thin brush, okay, very similar to the one that's on the end of my spool brush, and I'm just going to come in. Now this is what I do. Let me show you what I do. Okay, so with eyeshadow, stuff like that, come in the center of the brush and then fold it to the side and then fold it to the other side and then tap off. So you have makeup all the way around. That's what I do. Just my suggestion. My suggestion to you guys today. Okay, and then I'm gonna come in right here and just use the rest of the product that's on my brush to just kind of pull in that corner and make it a little lighter. Okay, so going in again. Okay. Okay, clean off my brush. Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put my eyelash primer on. That way it can dry. And then I'll do the rest of my blush and setting powder and stuff, okay? Make sure you're getting way down in these little ones down here. Those are important. And then underneath your lashes. And then come up. Make sure you're getting all these out here, okay? So the ones in the very inside corner and the ones on the very outside corner. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm gonna come in with my Beauty Bud and kind of clean this up down here. And sometimes you'll have to turn it. That's why you have all different shapes. Like this other one that I have has a tip like this. And then it has a big, bold, rounded side. And then this one, I had to cut this because Braxton, like, don't even ask. Most people, I just need to make a shirt that says hashtag because Braxton. Then everyone that knows me will be like, oh, okay. We know now, we understand. So this is coming up into the corner. Okay, just clean that underneath your eye up.
doing my right eye. Did I just mess that up? I don't know. Okay. Kind of just going back over everything, kind of just making sure it has a nice coverage. And then, okay, come right here, pull down and blend. You do not want a hard line. No hard line. Okay, so we're just gently pulling. All right, that way it just fades in very nicely. Okay. Okay. So, wiping off my hand again. See, these come in handy, guys. Okay. Blush on, and I'm using Bare Minerals blush, and the color is Beauty. So let me get my blush brush. Ooh. Okay. Put my mirror back over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now remember, at this point you can go kind of heavy with it because you're gonna come back in with your translucent setting powder, which is it'll give you a little bit of, it won't give you color, but it'll help soften your blush. So you feel like I'm like seriously almost out of this. Look how much I have left. I have to open it. Okay, so we did our blush. Wipe the blush brush off. I have a bronzer out, so I'm probably gonna put a bronzer on, but let me just work on what I have out right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our first coat of mascara on. Oh, I didn't curl my lashes before, so I'm just gonna come in and they have these that are actually heated. Like you would be like doing it like a curling iron on your eyelashes. I don't know if you guys have heard of those or seen them. But anyhow, okay. So I did that. And then let's come in with our first coat. Like I was saying the other day, people are telling me it's 3 coats of mascara. If y'all don't need 3 coats, don't use 3 coats. It honestly just made me feel better because I put a lot on. So whenever my mother-in-law told me, she always thought it was 3 coats. I was like, oh, that's good. That means I haven't been being a fool lately, putting all those coats on. So there's a reason there's a 4D, obviously, and there's a reason there's just the Epic mascara. I say just the Epic like there's, you know, like it's inferior to the other one. It's not. The difference is that the 4D is just a 1-step fiber
mascara application as opposed to what Younique used to have with where you would apply the fibers separately. And if you get a little guy like that, see that? Hold on. See that little guy right there? Okay. I have a pair of tweezers that are, honestly, they're for aesthetics only. I bought them thinking they were gonna work, but they really just got me with marketing because it was rose gold. So I just have like a little piece right here I just need to get off. I think I got it. Okay. Maybe I didn't get it. It's okay. I'll get it in a few seconds. So if you are not a fan of real, not heavy, but a more thicker application of mascara, then I would go with the Epic because it's really, obviously you can layer it up, but the 4D is really going to come at you just like this, okay? So with your primer and like one coat, you're going to come out like this, all right? So almost, honey. Can you get the pool things that I'm returning? So the basket, the like plate that goes on top of it, and then there's three the blue hoses. There's two on top of the trough and one behind it, like between the trough and the screen. Can you get those and put them in my car? Mm-hmm. And then I'll be done here in just a second. I'm gonna hurry us along. Okay, I'm only gonna do one coat today. I might do, I'm sure. I have them in my purse and my cosmetic bag and everything, so I'll probably be doing more after I gotta get to the church in less than 20 minutes, so. Okay, how are we doing there? That looks good, okay? Right? Okay, so that's just one. Okay, now real quick, I'm gonna do the setting powder. So this comes in your $99 beauty box. Behold Translucent Setting Powder. Or if you get the foundation, the April Kudos, this is an option too. Okay, so if you don't want the box, but you still need this setting powder, then get that April's Kudos, reach out to me, and we'll get it ordered for you, because tomorrow is the 30th. So after tomorrow, we won't be able to get that same deal, which is about 25% off for those products, okay? So here we are here. Put your shoes on. Oh, put your shoes on, not mine. And
I was just doing that to get the stuff.
Okay. And so now we're gonna do.
What else do I need to get?
That's all. Just put my handbag in the car. Start the car.
I forgot what to get. It was just the noodles.
Oh, the 3 tubes, and then the tall basket, and it has like this plastic lid on top of it.
Okay. The yellow lid on top.
No, it's all white. Okay, so the illuminizer, I'm gonna come in underneath here and then go down my nose, across the top. Okay.
Uh-oh, somehow this brush got a little damp. I don't know how, but it did. Okay, so this is our look for today. Reminder, you still have stuff on your hand, so take your makeup cloth and clean your hand off, and then take it and clean the rest of your hands. Okay, and clean off this. I don't know if you guys have this, but sometimes it'll get mascara on it. So just make sure you're cleaning that off. Okay, your little eyebrow curler. Okay, and so there you go. We're ready for the day. So I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for joining me. And like I said, April Kudos is over tomorrow. That's the foundation trio. So reach out and we'll get that ordered for you. Okay, and also the beauty box, $99 while supplies last. So, mwah.